This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? You greatly appreciate it. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know the routine. This channel is for collectors of all types and genres. Doesn't matter if your format's 4K, 3D, Blu-ray, VHS, Betamax. Doesn't matter. Same with the genre, horror, drama, documentaries, whatever it is, all collectors are welcome here. This week takes me to actually a library, the Ruskin Library in Florida. They're having a kind of clearing on physical media, books, DVDs, Blu-rays, audiobooks, CDs, anything you can put in one of their bags for $3. We actually paid them $5. It's a donation, and got a lot of cool stuff though. CDs, got one audiobook, a lot of DVDs. Also have my 3D pick for the week, my Kino Lorber pick, as well as my classic pick. But before I get into what I picked up for the week, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird, wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either streaming on the Fire Stick, physical media, or actually live in the theater with my family. And I'm going to kick it off with some physical media. This is the 1982 comedy Night Shift. This is directed by Ron Howard, produced by Brian Grazer, written by Lowell Gans. This stars Henry Winkler, Michael Keaton, Shelley Long, Gina Hetch, and Pat Corley. And the plot behind this, you have a nebbish of a morgue attendant gets shunted back to the night shift, where he is shackled with an obnoxious neophyte partner who dreams of one great idea for success. His life takes a bizarre turn when a prostitute neighbor complains about the loss of her pimp. His partner, upon hearing the situation, suggests that they fill the opening themselves using the morgue at night. And this is one of Ron Howard's first movies. I remember this because he actually went on Saturday Night Live when Eddie Murphy was actually one of the members of the cast. And Eddie Murphy asked him about the movie. What's the movie about? It's about basically two pimps in New York. And Eddie Murphy's like, any black folks in it? He's like, well, not really. He's like, I don't know whether to say thank you or punch you in the face. But it's an interesting premise. It's kind of a Pretty Woman before Pretty Woman. Henry Winkler kind of plays this Henry Thurber type of guy who gets dominated by his fiance and her parents and his parents. He meets Shelley Long, and the story begins there. It's a cute comedy, a little bit risque because of the subject matter, prostitutes and pimps. But it's a fun watch. So if you like 80s, early 80s, it almost feels like a late 70s, just from the attire, the dress, and the cars. It seems like a late 70s movie, but it came out in 82. But it's a fun movie, one of Ron Howard's first movies, Night Shift. My second pick is something I actually picked up at Big Lots. This is the 2017 action-adventure, comedy, horror, science fiction thriller, Land Shark. Directed and written by Mark Polonia, produced by Michael Rasso, starring Sarah French, Peter Baldo, Catherine Shu Young, Eric Spudik, and Anne-Marie Lynn Gracie. And Lucinda Regis, Director of Development of MALCO, Oceanic Research, becomes the target of a dangerous killer after unraveling a sinister plot to inject sharks with human DNA. And this is, in my opinion, one level above Asylum and I think it's Wild Eye Videos. This is low budget videos, but it actually looks a little bit better. The only thing that really sucks is the shark. I don't know if it's animated or CGI, but it's horrible. But it's a fun premise. Sharks that can actually go on land, and I actually thinking though, because I'm not a swimmer, I don't swim, and occasionally I go to the beach, even though I have no business at the beach. I can't swim, and I don't need a tan. But that would be my luck. The one time I'm at the beach, a shark is in the water, and I'm like, get out the water, and the shark jumps out the water and goes on land and eats my ass. But fun premise. If you like that kind of two-headed shark, kind of crazy shark movies, this is your pick. Land Shark. My next movie is my first movie of the Christmas season, Christmas movie. This is the 1988 action thriller slash Christmas movie, Die Hard. This was directed by John McTiernan, produced by Joe Silver, and written by Stephen E. D'Souza. This stars Bruce Willis, Bonnie Bedelia, Reginald VelJohnson, Paul Gleason, and William Atherton. You don't know the plot behind this. You have NYPD cop John McClane, planning to reconcile with his estranged wife, is thrown for a serious loop when minutes after he arrives at her office, the entire building is overtaken by a group of terrorists. With little help from the LAPD, wisecracking McClane sets out to single-handedly rescue the hostages and bring the bad guys down. And this is probably the movie, in my opinion, that made Bruce Willis an action hero. Non-stop action. Bruce Willis with his wisecracking ass when he was in health. It's just a really fun movie, and it's all set around Christmas time. So technically, it's a Christmas movie as far as I'm concerned. So this is my first Christmas movie for the year, and hopefully I'll be giving you more as the month progresses. My last pick is the only one that I watched streaming that wasn't physical media. This is a 2024 movie, Afraid, the science fiction horror film. This was written, directed, and produced by Chris White, also produced by Jason Blum and Andrew Miano. If you know Jason Blum, that's from Blumhouse Horror. Starring John Cho, Catherine Waterston, Hava Rose Liu, Lukita Maxwell, Ashley Romans, and Greg Hill. And the plot behind this, essentially you have an advertising executive who is trying to sell this product, or this AI product for this new company. And in order to really sell it, they talk him into putting it into his house. And the AI, one by one, gains the trust of his wife and his 3 kids. And the AI pretty much embeds itself into their life and starts manipulating them. And great AI movie. I'd imagine it's similar to the movie Her, which I haven't seen, with Joaquin Phoenix, directed by Spike Jonze, where you have AI that is pretty much human, and even more than human, because they have the ability to go in the net and within seconds search any kind of information you need, do AI videos, hack whatever they need to hack. So, and this AI takes over their lives. So great ending to the movie, very interesting. It says horror, but it's more science fiction. It's just the acts that the artificial intelligence does creates a horrific atmosphere for the family. So very fun watch on Netflix. If you like that kind of science fiction horror, definitely check out AI 2024 on Netflix. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. We're back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my pickups here from Ruskin Library. Have my classic pick for the week, my 3D pick. Have a Kino Lorber pick. Let me get these scanned in, and we'll jump right into it. Hold on. I'm just going to jump into the non-movie physical media that I picked up at the library very quickly. I'll run through this. This is, and if you're familiar with the channel, you know I love Star Wars. This is a Star Wars unabridged audio tape or audio book. So I'll probably rip this on iTunes and put it in either my phone or maybe my iPod. So Star Wars Omen, Fate of the Jedi. Next, I got some CDs. Again, I'll burn these on iTunes and put them on my phone or my iPod. Got Grover Washington Jr. for you old heads that know a little bit about jazz. That's Grover. Chuck Mangione. Feels So Good. Everybody probably dun, 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 dun. I suck as far as holding a tune. Couldn't hold a tune if it had a handle on it though, but these are Chuck Mangione's best hits. Next, again, still on the jazz tip here, we got Earl Clue, Midnight to San Juan. And just like I store my movies, I also store these in folders, so not too worried about the jewel case. It's a little beat up, probably throw it away anyways. Earl Clue. Next, little Spiral Gyra. More jazz. Almost toward the end with the CDs here. We have Foreplay, Elixir, and this stuff I grew up listening to. My dad used to listen to a lot of this stuff, so of course it rubbed off on me, and believe it or not, a lot of that's actually rubbing off on my kid. I've actually listened to him play some Miles Davis, Gertrude Estrade, the lady who sings From Here to Empanita. He even listens to Talking Heads, so some of my music has actually rubbed off on him. This is Sting. I love Sting. Ever since he was with the Police, this is Sting solo. There's Bradford Marsalis on there. Next, I have the diva herself, the songstress, the sultry voice of Sade, the Love Deluxe album. No Ordinary Love, Feel No Pain, Cherish Today. Just beautiful, beautiful voice, beautiful spirit in Sade. Actually have a couple for live performances on DVD and Blu-ray. And she's one of those rare artists whose live performances sound just as good or better than her album. So, Sade. Okay, this is all the non-movie physical media. Now let's jump into the real movies here. Start out, and all of these are blind buys as far as what I picked up at the library. Melvin and Howard. Only name I really recognize, Mary Steenburgen and Jason Robards. This is a Universal release, and I have my Wesley Snipes here. That's the original blade, my Billy Bob Thornton sling blade here. Open you up. Okay, Melvin and Howard. old school box here. There you go. Melvin and Howard. Next, we have Contest. No one in here that I recognize as far as the names. Like a coming of age movie, I'm guessing. This is a Arc Entertainment release. And you see these are still in the wrapper, so can't beat the price. Let's see if the code still works. Contest. Next we have The Motel Life. You have the late Chris Christopherson, Dakota Fanning, Stephen Dorff. I'm not familiar with. Is that Emily Hirsch? Name sounds somewhat familiar. This is a Cinegem release. The Motel Life. Next, Little Athens, and had quite a few names that you're familiar with. DJ Qualls. I guess now I recognize him by face. I know him from Lost. What is his name? Michael Pena. So it looked interesting. This is a Think Film release. Little Athens. Next, I've seen his comedy on Netflix. Not bad. Joe Coy, Lights Out. It's a Paramount release. Is it Comedy Central? Yeah, Comedy Central. Comedy Central / Paramount. Joe Coy. Next, we have The Tillman Story, mystery cover-up crime. Sometimes I'm always good for a good crime thriller. This is an Allegiance release. The Tillman Story. I'm assuming that's Tillman. I've seen the guy before. I'm not familiar with the story, so, but best way to familiarize myself with this story, The Tillman Story. Next, The Science of Sleep. And I think what attracted me to this Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So I love that movie with Jim Carrey. So if there's anything close to that or as quirky as that, I might like this also. So Warner Brother release. Not really familiar with the stars here, but I am familiar with the movie. And again, for the price, better than Dollar Tree. So definitely worth a shot. The Science of Sleep. Next, I love my music videos. The beautiful voice of Alicia Keys, Unplugged. And I'm not sure who the distributor is on this. I got an extra one too. You have, what is this? Oh, this is the Unplugged, and this is a CD. Oh, okay. Very cool. I didn't realize there's a double one. You have VH1 Storytellers, if you remember that. And you have her Unplugged. I have a little booklet here. Is that common?
That's the Common, the rapper. Okay, very cool. Alicia Keys, I forgot this had a double disc. Next, we have the beautiful Halle Berry, Frankie and Alice. I've heard about this, haven't seen this. I believe this is where she plays a character with multiple personalities. It's an E1 release. Halle Berry, Frankie and Alice. Next, I like this dude was a little bit on the cheesy side, but I do love Magic and Illusionist. And I'll give him props for that. He's a decent illusionist. He can do with all the corniness, though. This is Chris Isaac, Mind Freak. Actually, I prefer David Blaine out of the two. But again, I do like illusionist. I always have. So it's the first season of Mind Freak. What is this here? Must be some more A&E movies. Most of these I do not have, if not all of them. A&E release. Chris Isaac, Mind Freak. Next we have a Warner Classic. I Know My Name is Steven, 2-disc set. I believe this is based on a real life story. So it looked very interesting. Disc 1. Disc 2. I don't know if this is bonus or the movie's just that long. How long is this movie? Is it a mini-series or something? Not sure, but I know my first name is Steven. All right, winding it out here, have my Kino Lorber for the pick, Burt Reynolds and Heat. And I'm steadily building up my Burt Reynolds collection. I grew up watching him, again, before Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Rock. You had guys like Paul Newman, Robert Redford, and Burt Reynolds, of course, Clint Eastwood also. So I haven't seen this in years. Back in 1986, Lionsgate released Kino Lorber, Heat. Not to be mistaken with the Heat with Pacino and De Niro. My 3D pick for the week, and I think I have one more coming in the mail. That'll bring me up to, I think, 15 volumes, but this is volumes 10 through 12. Best of 3D. And again, if you like 3D movies, if you like pop-outs, if you love that just depth, great depth perception, these have the best 3D shorts, from animation to live action to video shorts. Best of 3D, they rock. So best of 3D, and this is a Lighthouse release. My classic pick for the week. And I actually picked this up on Black Friday, though, and I'll show you the other stuff probably in the next video coming up. This is the Wayans Brothers, the complete third season. May rest in peace, John Witherspoon. Interesting thing, I just watched YouTube on his funeral, and they had a bunch of people speaking. Shawn Wayans, Cedric Entertainer, Ice Cube, Bill Bellamy. What was interesting, Sean and Marlon actually piloted their television show for NBC. NBC liked the show, but they didn't like John Witherspoon. So they was like, if you were the John Witherspoon, we'll do the show. They were looking for Danny Glover, which I can't imagine him being in a comedy show, though. But they wanted Danny Glover or Danny Glover type. They're like, nah, we got to stick with John Witherspoon. Just so happens WB was opening up. They're starting a new network. The Wayans Brothers was their flagship show. They kept Pops. The rest is history. And this is my weekly collection update pickup library delivery, whatever you want to call it, pickup. You know the part of the video to separate the plastic from the disc and get you good people on your way. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in contest, L is in Little Athens, Z is in Zulu Dawn. Let's knock this out. Everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place as usual. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you made it this far, smash the like. Give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Deuces.